This is question number 33 from the August 2015 Geometry Regents exam. In this problem, we're given two of the three vertices of a triangle. And you can see I've already plotted them on the Cartesian plane here. We've got our point B and C. And we've been given part of point A. Our goal is to try to figure out what value of x gives a point A so that this is a right-angled triangle. So the trick here is to realize that because if we want a right-angled triangle, we need to create a line that's perpendicular to the line that we know. So let's find out the slope of the line from B to C. So our slope here of BC, well, that's the difference in the change in y over the change in x. So the change in y, it's down 3, so it's a value of -3. And the change in x is a distance of +2. So -3/2 is our slope. So since we're looking for a line that's perpendicular to that, we need the negative reciprocal of -3/2, and that would be +2/3. So using the general format of the slope y-intercept form of an equation, that's y equals mx plus b, what we're going to do is we're going to replace x and y with the point B, the x and y coordinates of point B, and then we're going to use the slope that we want of 2/3. And check this out. So what we're going to do is replace y with -1, our slope with 2/3, replace x with -3, and you can see that we don't know the value of b yet, the y-intercept. But we can solve for it now because we're dealing with an equation with only one variable. So let's figure this out. So 2/3 times -3 is -2. So this means b has a value of +1. So now we know the equation of the line that we want to create. It's y equals 2/3 x plus 1. Now, to find our point A, we know it has a y-coordinate of 3. So what we can do is replace y with 3 and solve for x to get the point A solved. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to replace y with 3 and solve for x. So let's see here, I would subtract 1 from both sides. We get 2 equals 2/3 x. And then we'd multiply both sides by 3/2. Making those cancel out. So we get that x equals 3. This means that our point A has the coordinates 3, 3. We can go ahead and plot that here. Now, to wrap up this question, it also says to justify why this triangle is a right triangle. So as an explanation, I wrote down that it is a right triangle because the slope of BC and BA are negative reciprocals of each other, creating a right angle. All right, that would be it for this video, and thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation. Oh, and just as a side note, there is two different possible answers to this problem, because back up here, if we had replaced x and y with the x and y coordinates of point C, what you'd end up with is a different triangle like this, where your 90-degree angle is at point C. Now you could follow the same steps, but like I said, here we would have replaced -1 with -4, and x would have been -1. So you would have got a completely different answer, but it also would be correct. So I just wanted to let you know that there are two answers to this problem.